Hello guys and welcome back for another map, and it's going to be the grand final map, GoodJob versus WASD. Exciting times, Danny. My name is Tom. Obviously Danny over here again, should be used to us by now, and it's going to be the two teams facing it out and battling it out to try and take home the trophy, which actually has a real life karambit on it as well, which I think might be case hardened. I'm not quite sure. You'd probably ask the team when they win what it is, but nonetheless, overpass. Interesting. What do you think of this map with both of these teams?
I've got to admit, I've barely seen a team like GoodJob actually play on a map like Overpass, as well as WASD Sports. I think they might have played in a couple of qualifiers, like the Epicenter qualifier, but other than that, I've barely seen both of these teams play on a map like Overpass. I personally adore this map. It is a nice-looking map. It's got a very nice layout. It's got a unique layout. I mean, it's got these nice levels to it in comparison where Dust 2 is pretty much a flat-out map. A map like Overpass, I mean, you've got your lower where the B-bombs it is, you have your connector, which is sort of like the middle ground, and of course you have the park, which is like the upper area of the map. I think that's a very, very unique thing about this map, and of course connector, what an important part of the map that is. I mean, I also frag on this map, so I guess that's good as well.
Yeah, and I mean with this map, a lot of, when people have a look at it, is quite sloped downwards towards the T's. So T's have quite literally have got an uphill battle majority of the time if you really look at it. I mean, they've got to come out of a slope in the first place, up in towards the sort of fountain area, and then over towards, obviously, the B site. They're going up through Monster onto the site. There's Heaven contesting against them. Nonetheless, though, knife round going to be coming out. It's going to be quite easy to see who's going to be able to win this one in a second. There we go. Dod's last one left alive, and he's just going to be penetrated from multiple sides there, but it's going to be the end of him there as we go through to the first round, and it's actually going to be you know, Box, he's going to decide for his team. We're going to stay, and they're going to stay on the CT side. So good job sticking to what you're talking about, wanting to stay on that CT side and try and take that early advantage. Diffuse kit is going to be coming out on Coffee with the smoke. Lovely decoy on Death Hustle as well, always going to be useful. Not going to use that live decoys anymore. On the opposite side, we actually have a WSD going to be buying up the double flash and smoke on Gavrek. Apart from that, full armor, and it's going to be a push over towards Fountain here.
Yeah, the push does come in because Dust Hustle spotting out a couple of guys, but surely doesn't get a single frag, though Dawes will be getting the frag into Box, so I guess that's good here for the T's, and they're continuing on with their push. The push continues on, and of course Dust Hustle has to make his play here. Doesn't see anyone as of yet, but surely there's going to be T players coming his way any moment now. But of course, WASD Sports, they get the frag, and of course, they can slow down quite a bit. Surely with the initial engagement that they were able to take down, you know, they take down Box, surely they can definitely come up with a pretty good game plan, but still, looks like they're going to try to go for the safe play here.
Yeah, they're going to be taking a little bit slower. The flashes of the smoke are going out, and now Des also has to prove his worth. 5 bullets left in the magazine, doesn't get a single one. It's actually going to be Spur taking him down, but from the side angle, Lollipop finds one. Coffee with the second, but they're going to get traded out. Coffee actually going to be able to pick up a second one here. Fnac's going to be backing him up. Vista dodge. Last two T's left alive. One's going to be damaged heavily. Another one's going to get dropped down. Vista, he has to clutch this out. Knife out. Fnac gets saved by Coffee, who picks up a massive 3K. And gets damage down to 71, had the defuse kit as well, just in case, but the bomb didn't even go down, so this should be a force buy coming out from WSD Sports, unless they have some other weird magical plan.
Like a good old eco? I mean, we haven't really seen these teams eco unless they really have to. They have the opportunity to force buy. They will force buy, surely. They are very proficient with the pistols. We have seen that, you know, time and time again, but surely this time around, they're back at it again with the proper force buy again. Those pistols across the board. Not seeing anything fancy as of yet. Surely the SMGs have, well, they're going to have to do some heavy lifting, I'm guessing. Don't expect much from the scout, especially when it comes down to a hit onto this A-bomb site. Surely Des Hustle, I think he spotted out a couple guys there. Now he's backing away, but of course, he has to be very, also careful not give away a single frag because, you know, pistols, they got to get up close and personal, and once they get the kills, for instance, onto that A-bomb site, things can crumble very quickly for the Belarusian side.
Yeah, and actually, he spawned out the open door. I think he actually threw in a grenade there, potentially doing a little bit of a damage. Second smoke, going to be covering up short as well, so this is just going to extend, or sort of limit the time that WSD have to actually execute into a site. And at the moment, you can see they're not quite sure. Where do we go? Where do we go from here? I mean, Lollipops, he's tagged down to 3 damage, 3 HP rather. I think that's Spur taking him down with the CZ as well through Monster, which is an interesting play there. Slow, but we're going to be seeing the execute come out, and Des Hustle going to get taken down. The Deagle's coming through in fruition, but it's going to be Spur who's going to drop to Lollipop, who only has very low HP, 3 HP rotation coming in, but Dodds is ready and waiting. He's got the Deagle, bomb goes down. The Fuse gets out ready. The CT is going in for the retake, but Dodds is ready for the headshot to come through. Coffee going to go in for the flashbang. It's actually a grenade. He's going to go in for the peek. He might get fallen down. No, he finds one. Can he find a second? He does. He has to go in for the save here. The clutch against these two players. 1v2, and he's going to get dropped by the UMP. Vista going huge. Going to be able to bring through the first round for them against GoodJob.
Yeah, that was pretty much what I was saying for. You allow those pistols to get up close and personal, and surely if they're able to get the kills there, I mean, they just ran over that A-bomb site. They planted the bomb, simple as that. And of course, Spur in that sort of scenario, he's got 7 points of health. He decided to rush a B so that they might still think this, might as well be a B rush, but surely they got faked out quite a bit. And well, the scoreline has been equalized for the moment. And of course, GoodJob. They are going to reply with a force buy of their own. Bit of an interesting one at that, but of course, Hustle will be getting the initial frag, and that's, well, pretty decent for the CT side.
Yeah, but unfortunately, even getting that kill, he might have taken out some money on their side, but that cost him at least 1.5k, depending on what some nades he had on him as well. Probably not anything, because I don't think he had enough money, but nonetheless, though, it's going to be a 4 versus 4 situation. Advantage over towards the T side, WASD, the Estonian team looking to lead the charge to try and win this final and take home the trophy once again to the home country, which they might well be able to do. And unless 1 minute left on the clock, Tees, they have plenty of time to maneuver around the map, take as much room as they want, but Box, he's going to be playing all ninja-like here, waiting for a player to come right next to him, which is going to come in any moment from Bitcher, I'd imagine, who's going to be sneaking up next to him. Actually, he's going to be underneath, so he's still underground. Could still come back up, though. And it's going to be a few of the players trying to spot them out. They're now going to be moving past him on towards toilets. And the bomb moving right up next to him. And he's actually going to get the frag. Box going big, but Dodd's going to be able to take him down. And the rotation from the CTs is coming through.
Yeah, of course, the rotation has come in, but surely the question is, do GoodJob want to try and commit? They don't really have the balanced advantage here. The flash is actually perfect, but the problem is, Phoenix has been spotted out that tad bit earlier now. This is still a 2 versus 3. They want to commit, but it looks like a GoodJob. Okay, let's see what they can do about the Coffee with the 1 kill. That's a double peek, though, and he's going to get the lineup as well. Vista getting the lineup, and that means they're going to be getting the kills as well. The Estonian team prevail.
I'm not surprised. That was a fantastic hold by him. The flashbang came in, and you said it. It was just a few seconds, well, like 0.5 seconds late, okay. I'll give them that. But if it had come out a little bit earlier, that might have been a game-changing moment. But no, Lollipop, interestingly, going to be pulling out a defuse kit in this buy. Box with the P250, the rest of them just on default. Finax going to be going in for the aggressive peek, and he's just going to back off. He doesn't want to die this early, and Gabrick here, he actually has the MAC-10 to try and farm up some cash, and so is Dodds, and so is Spur.
Yeah, that is just the case. They got themselves a bit of a stack here towards long, and of course, Lollipop, he's got that diffuse skip, but the thing is, if he's going to get spotted out, the problem is he's going to die. Well, there we go, has been spotted out, so the diffuse skip is not going to mean much at this point. Now you still have 4 remaining GoodJob players. I don't think they're going to be able to accomplish much. The USP in the hands of Finesse with the MAC-10, of course, is going to try and farm as many money as possible. The Boric, though, does get taken down in the end, but that's a MAC-10, so of course, not the biggest of losses here for the Estonian squad. And of course, Coffee, well, gonna get taken down. Simple as that. It's gonna be now a pretty favorable position here for the Estonian squad, but you know, the gun round is coming up. And of course, this is a round where you have to wonder, I think, both of these teams gonna be on a pretty even playing field. Spurs he's sticking with that MAC-10. Alrighty then, Spur. Let's see. It might actually work out. The thing is, GoodJob, they don't really have those helmets. Of them not having helmets means the MAC-10, well, that's pretty much a one-shot kill if you're actually able to get it at a very close distance.
Yeah, I mean, it's just fantastic out of that play, and this is where I thought he'd play with this MAC-10. Go for the danger play into the underground position, and he can try and push and try and find that frag. And if he can just find one, that's going to leave the defense on the CTs exposed in some form of angle. Or it might just push them all the way back to the site, and that's fantastic for the T's. It means they can actually push up and do some early damage. But no early damage has come out so far for any of the players. All players have 100 HP at the moment. Not sure about the armor, but that doesn't really matter as much. GoodJob trying to be able to try and bring this back, and look at this play. He's going to be able to spot out the player, whiffing a little bit, retrains it though. Going to be able to take down Bitcher, could to pick up the AK, but might not want to do that too early because Vista's here, ready, and he's hungry for a kill, turns his back, but quite quickly going to be able to make sure he's not going to leave himself exposed at any mangles. Dress Hustle realizes what's happening. They're going to be pinching on him. He takes one, goes in for the second, can't quite get it. He's going to get dinked by the MAC-10, but he's going to be able to find the frag. He shuts the door. No, he's going to go aggressive through the wall. But Nyx just going to get absolutely destroyed That's why you don't spray through that all the time, and he just pushes through anyway. He's going monstrous, takes another, but that is all she wrote. As we're going to be seeing a 2 versus 1 work out in their favor in the end, and that's going to be the second round on the board for the CT side.
DE_destroyed by the MAC-10. Surely, I mean, the MAC-10 is a pretty good weapon, you've got to wonder, especially in a scenario like that, because you know the CTs, they have to go for the investment. In most case scenarios, instead of buying the head armor, of course, they're going to try to get that M4. They're going to try to prioritize the M4 instead of head armor. And of course, look at this engagement. It might kind of work out here for the Box side. Let's take a look. Box almost spots out the player, but won't be getting the frag. Has to back away at this point. This exchange, I mean, it hasn't worked out at all for the CTs.
No, I mean, they've both been tagged down. I mean, they might have tagged down Vista, but in the trade-off, that was absolutely terrible. Look at this, though. Dodd's going to get dropped. That's not the bomb, though, but that is a gun dropped in their favor, so you can pick up the AK-47. Coffee's got one as well, so that's 2 AKs on the side, 3 M4s. Bitcher going to be pushing up through connector. No one's holding that angle, though. The only person on A site is Box, and he's actually been tagged down to 53 HP. No utility, no kit at all. I do question that, but at the same time, I think they're going for a boost somewhere on the B side. Can't quite spot it out at the moment, but it must be actually over towards Graffiti, potentially in towards Short. I can't quite see it, but and there must be 4 players down there.
Free to be exact.
Where's the... Ah, the 5th he's getting boosted. Okay, over towards Long. So there is actually 2 players over there. So I think it's going to be Coffee and a Box as well. So that's going to be a 2-man stack over towards A. Potential rotation coming in from the T's, maybe a bit of a distraction over towards the B side here.
It looks like the distraction play might kind of work out. I mean, they deployed the smokes, but the problem is, I think the fake will be realized soon enough as, well, there aren't any players pushing, so of course, now it looks like the smokes are going to get deployed. Oh, but it's a double fake. It seems to be like it's a double fake, and actually, it could very well work out for here for the Estonian side. Surely they have to hurry up. 13 seconds, they have to hurry up. Lollipop is going to be the linchpin, but they drop the bomb. With the bomb being dropped, things are going to crumble as simple as that. Lollipop with a second, and that goes. I mean, come on, WSD Sports, they needed a tad bit more time. With the bomb being dropped, it's pretty much round over at that. If the bomb would not have been dropped, well, I think we might have had a more competitive round. Simple as that.
Yeah, you never know at that point. They might have been able to bring it back, but nevertheless, good job making it to that equalizer spot on the 3-3 on the scoreboard. Remember, they're playing for everything. There's no more chances after this. There's only overtime that they can play to. And this is going to be a partial buy coming in from the T side as they look to buy in the CZs and the Deagle double flash as well to be able to push in, which they're going to be looking to execute now, but the smoke going to be pushing them back even further. And they're just going to have to go for the weight. They are flashing it in towards Short so they can execute, gain that extra ground as well. But someone is on underground. That is Dodds. He's got the deagle as well, playing out that sort of long angle through sewers. Grenade coming out, might do some damage. It does, but only 4 points of damage and 1 to Spur. It's not too great, but they've only got pistols. But those pistols are CZs, so you have to be careful.
Yeah, of course. I mean, if you're actually able to get the CZs in a very close distance, they can definitely do a lot of damage. And of course, what other part of the map you'd like to hit with the CZs, if not the B-bomb side? Surely they might do something about it. Lollipop will be getting all the frags by the looks of it. Surely Coffee time's in. But I mean, Dodds, well, gonna maybe try and get a frag if possible, but that is not the case. Looks like it's gonna be a very, well, pretty clean round, I've got to admit, here for the Belarusian side. They don't drop a single guy. Surely a Lollipop getting tagged down there quite a bit, but, well, he survives in the end, and that means the CT economy will be growing. And of course, now we're seeing a proper investment from the Estonians. Let's see how the investment will actually turn out to be. It looks like we're going to be seeing that more presence towards connector this time around. Let's see, Box also with the AWP, not seeing anyone as of yet. How on earth does he tag down Gabork to only 1 point of health? That is a bit dissatisfying, but surely I think Gabork is going to be quite happy about that.
Probably not very happy because he's annoyed that he's been tagged, but nonetheless, though, surviving that is fantastic news for him and his teammates. But Vista down to 75 as well, so a simple leg tag could take him down, so he has to play a little bit careful here against Box, who has got the AWP. Grenade finally finishes off Spur. Well, he wasn't even the guy who was tagged, surprising. We're going to be seeing a bit of an execute over towards Long as well. They're going to be looking to expand out here, but Bitch is going to be able to take down Coffee, equalizing the table. It's actually going to be in their favor if Gabrick had more than 1 HP. He potentially needs an AWP if he can. It's also going to be peeking down in towards lower, and it's actually going to be in sewers. No one there, though. There's going to be one over towards B, one at Fountain, one on Long, second Fountain as well, coming up behind him as they potentially try to push on over towards A. I'm not quite sure how successful this is going to be. I think they might try a little bit of a fake over towards B if Dodds is around here still.
Dodds is very much around here. He might be getting a frag until Lollipop does only get a bit of a damage exchange, but surely not onto Lollipop himself. 4 versus 4 Gaborik. I gotta admit, he's very low in HP. At this point, I'm guessing if you're Gaborik, he should be probably the last man in to decide. I mean, he is very low HP, put him in maybe a lurker position, but oh no, Gaborik! 1 point of health means he still can get the headshot anyhow. Box, though, he will finally drop. And of course, you still have Phoenix and Lollipop still trying to go for this one. Let's see. Can it actually meant to be? Phoenix with the 1 frag, a second one. Now with the bomb being dropped, Dawes is in a horrible situation. He might get the frag, and he will. Lollipop, though, Dawes will be getting the frag as well. He will be winning the 1 versus 2, and in fact, the Estonian team are gonna get hyped, I'm guessing.
Wow, fair play on them, going to be able to bring that out. The Diners there was really going the other way, especially with the bomb being dropped, so it was like, well, this is just over, but no, it wasn't over, and they're able to clutch that one out, taking it back to a 4-on-4 situation on the scoreboard. Box buying up an AWP, but he's got no armor. Where's he going to go? He's going to rush in towards mid. He's going to be looking to try and go in for the peak from that sort of party area, but I don't know how useful that's going to be. That's also, he has to be careful. That smoke hasn't worked properly. Sabave exposed. Coffee's going to get dropped in the meantime as he's looking to peek in here. Dodds has been tagged down to 54, but that's not too bad. Lollipop here, holding towards Monster. Waiting for them potentially going for an aggressive peek. Lollipop tagged down to 3 HP. That's terrible news for their side. They're already down a man, potentially down another one as well any moment. That's Hustle. He's just going to return to the A site. That he knows that they need to have more men over towards the B site, and that's exactly what they have done here whilst they wait for the engagement from the Ts. And I think that's actually going to be getting one of the sort of main issues for them, is that they're actually just waiting for the Ts to come to them. I think in some parts of this map, in some rounds, you take the fight to them. Through sewers, maybe even through Monster, and even through Long. Take that aggression. They have done it once or twice, but not for a while.
I think the problem was that, Coffee, he tried to go for that aggression, but the problem is he was alone. That flash is perfect. Phoenix not seeing a thing, of course, in a horrible position for him, but you still have, the 3 CT players remaining, and of course, WSD Sports, it's about time they make the decision. Do we go A or B? And it seems to be that they will be towards B. 28 seconds left on the clock. They have to hurry up quite a bit. I'd say Lollipop, though, he's low on HP, but he can't do the damage. He will be getting the 2 frags, but this hustle will get taken down. It will mean that, again, another round, a crucial round at that, has been won by the Estonians. They are showing up on Overpass.
I mean, it's their one to win. All they have to do is just win another 11 rounds in a row, and it'd be nice and easy, right? But I mean, obviously we're going into round 10 now. There's only a limited amount of rounds, 6 rounds, I think, to be left on this one. If GoodJob could win those out, they could look at them quite favorably, up to 10 rounds on the board, but I just don't know if I see that happening. The first kill coming out, and they might be on an eco, but they're going to get dropped like flies. Box pushing in, he might get a dinky. He actually finds a kill. AK versus USP. USP wins, but that's all because the MAC-10 coming in finds 2 kills, I think, and Spur going to be looking to take down one for himself with the Glock. Lollipop left alive. Can't find one. Does tag him down, though, quite heavily, but Dodds going to be able to finish him off with the MAC-10.
He will be finished off with the MAC-10, and of course, Dodds seems to be sticking with the MAC-10 nonetheless. I mean, he knows that the CT side is in a pretty poor economical decision. Okay, now he's going to be switching to the AK-47. That's better. That's much better. But of course, I mean, even the MAC-10 could have been quite doable. You have to admit, the players, yet again, they don't have head armor. They've invested into the M4s. Got some utility going for the CT side, but definitely not the most amount of utility. Could be using, let's say, maybe even diffuse kits. Those would be nice, of course. And the thing is, about 20 seconds have passed, and where's the utility? It's pretty much gone at this point. That's a bit dissatisfying here for the CTs. Surely, they've still got a couple smokes remaining, but that's definitely not a lot. And WSD Sports, they're actually making their way towards Long. Somehow, I think it's actually Spur that had made his way up the way to toilets.
That's just crazy that he's been able to make his way all the way down there. In regards to sort of that positioning is just way too overpowered for him to be able to actually be in that position. I think that might, yeah, actually, no, it's not Spur, but I mean, it is, sorry, blind there, is Vista who has made his way over towards Long.
That's a number 9.
And a little bit hard to see at this distance, but nonetheless, like, what I'd like to comment on is the fact that the CTs are giving up so much ground, and that's all they have in this sort of actual situation is the fact that they have to hold on to that ground, hold on to that real estate, not just sell it off cheap, which they have pretty much done. They may not have much utility, but the utility they've used hasn't been that effective. 40 seconds left on the clock, and it's going to be the execute over towards A, fake over towards B, and Box. He's going to be in the perfect position. Spur going to be peeking him out, but he's going to get dropped himself. It's going to be Bitcher to try and find the trade frag. It's not going to happen, though, because his teammate's going to steal it away. Des Hustle, the man of the hour, going to get dropped down. Coffee trying to find the frags. He can't find any. Fanac's going to be able to find one, but I think that's all she wrote. Because he's going to have to run away with an AK-47 and an unsatisfied feeling in his belly there, because he's not going to be able to clutch out on that 1v3. He hasn't got the defuse kit. He's only got flashbang, and he's got no teammates, because they've all died.
It's never nice when your teammates are dead. Of course, Phoenix in the sort of scenario where he has to start... Oh, wow, I haven't seen this spot in a while. That's a neat spot there from Phoenix. But the thing is, I mean, the A-side defense is crumbling every single time. It seems to be the case that the B-side defenders, well, they barely get any sort of action on that part of the map. Surely it's the A defense that has been the weak point for the CT side. So I'm guessing they should be putting maybe 3 players towards that part of the map. Maybe actually start fighting for some of that map control towards toilets, towards long as well, because pretty much it has been given away for free for the T's throughout the entirety of this first half. So definitely that is not a very good sign here for the CTs. And of course, things are looking dire in the economical side. But of course, in the round side as well, things are not looking good, because looks like it, WSD Sports on their 7th, maybe even a possibility to get themselves the 8th round going, because you take a look at the CT's buy, well, it's definitely not the best buy.
Yeah, and I think one of the reasons why we haven't actually seen the boards is because I think GoodJob might actually be better on the T side. If not, then I'm a little bit worried why they haven't done this pause to be able to try and analyze why they are failing so hard when it comes to a lot of these rounds and being able to defend the A side, trying to sort of decipher where the mistakes are. But this is what I was going to ask for, is a bit of an aggressive push over towards short. Take control of this area, do a boost up in towards underground, and try and make that work for themselves. But they've only got 1 AK, they've got a few pistols, and obviously one of them has actually fallen to the AWP there for Spur. Vista takes down Box as well. This really isn't looking so good for them. I mean, it's not to be an expected win, but you'd expect Finax to do huge work, and he does exactly that. Drops 2. That is the AWP and an AK. They could recover these guns if they so wish, save them into the next round. It looked very pretty, but I think we're going to be seeing the rotation from Coffee over towards the A site, where he's going to be looking to try and hold this off, and it's going to be Desert. It's going to be dropped as well, and the rotation from Coffee might be a little bit too late, as he's going to get dropped down by Vista, and Finax going to have to go in for the save once again, but I think he's just going to go for the play here. He wants the 1 versus 3 situation. The flashes are out, but the Molotov was there. He's got no more utility, he's got no defuse kit, and he's going to be left in a 1v3, and it could be a 1v5 clutch arena. He finds 1, he's looking for the last 2 here. He's going hunting, 17 bullets left in his magazine, 9 HP on the board, no armor really there, no head armor. He's going to get flashed as well. They've got the utility, he goes in for the peak, holding the angles. He's not going to get it, he's going to get fragged. Bitcher smashing his head off, but good attempt by the player Finax there. But it's not going to happen, and we're going to be seeing the 8th round on the ball for WSD, who are just leading the charge, stomping ahead.
Things are looking good here for the Estonian side. I mean, in the money department and the round department as well. This looks like GoodJob hasn't really found much of an answer. By the looks of it, I mean, now we might actually see, yes, finally we're seeing some of that more aggression this time around with a better buy. This is nice. This is very nice to see from the, shall I say, Belarusian squad. And take a look at this. They've actually got fountain control as well. So this is very neat from the Belarusians. Of course, you can actually even go for a boost to that wall onto Vista's right, but of course, I don't think Vista himself might realize there might be players towards Fountain, so he has to be careful though. Phoenix, he's in a very, very nice spot, but the flash, he actually goes for the kill there, Phoenix. Great job by him, but surely has to back away if possible. It's not going to be easy, I do admit.
Yeah, that's actually Box going to be able to get that kill. Des also going huge though. Finds the frag on to Gabarek, and that's going to be the bomb drop. That is huge news here. Coffee down in towards Connector. It's going to be down to him to stop them from being able to bring this back. He finds one, but not the second, because Bitcher going to be able to frag him out. And now Spurf, the AWP, Bitcher with the AK-47 going to be left in a 2 versus 4 situation. This is the worst one they've been in a while now, because so far they've just been stomping ahead for the last sort of 5 or so rounds as they look to push in towards mid-hit. Box. He's got the AWP, he's holding in towards Connector. Spur peeks in towards mid there. He's going to get dropped down to 12 HP, so close to just being fragged out. Bitcher going to get taken down by Lollipop, who's coming in towards short. As a team, they're moving as a unit. This is fantastic. The peaks are going to be coming out. He fakes it. He's going to be going in for the peak and catches him off guard. Spur, you may have the bomb, but you don't have the round, as he's going to get dropped in another round on the ball for GoodJob. Finally trying to play that catch-up game.
There we go. That's the counter-strike we should have been seeing from GoodJob for the past a couple of rounds or so. So it's very nice to see that that play actually works out here for the CTs. Of course, are they going to try to do it again? Not necessarily. This time around, they will be focusing that tad bit more towards the long control, which is nice to see. They have been pretty much neglecting that part of the map for quite some time now, so it's good to see at least one player towards that part of the map. Surely, this time around, they're actually focusing more towards connector, which is also nice to see. Bitcher has been, shall I say, stopped by the smoking hand. Of course, this hustle, he's in connector. He's in a very crucial spot, but of course, he's in that sort of position where he has to get at least a single frag. Of course, he might get flanked from two positions at the same time, but of course, Box, he will be nailing down Vista, so that's a good thing for him. That's hustle with the one frag, gets the second one as well. Things are looking up here for this Belarusian side. You still have Dodds, not anymore as he gets taken down. You all have Bitcher. The Estonians have Bitcher, but the question is, can they actually try and go for this one? No, Fnex will be ending Bitcher. And of course, 6-8. Now the scoreline is looking more competitive.
Yeah, I mean, they just have to come through, get that 7th round, and then bring the A game, quite literally, to the T side. If they could do that, they might just be able to clutch it out. And this is going to be a desperate round here for the Ts as they force into this round. The final round of the first half, it's going to be 6-8 so far in this final game of the finals. It's going to be on, obviously, Overpass. The first two maps are pretty interesting. If you missed them, make sure to check them out. But Boxer, he's going to be looking to find the flags. He is. It's going to be onto Vista. Nice trade up there. As Spurs is going to be able to take down Taurės. Hustle is going to be now a 3 versus 4 situation, and it's made that 2 versus 4. Fantastic shots coming out from Box. He's looking for another. He's hungry. He's going to take it as well. Misses the shot through the wall. Hello. What are you doing? You're not allowed those shots, but he gets it anyway. Do not ever expose yourself to Box, because he'll take you down, but Bitcher takes down Box in a nice response to that frag, picks up the AWP, takes another one, but that's all she wrote, as he's going to get taken down for next, getting the final kill of the first half.
There we go. Now we have, I'd say, somewhat more competitive scoreline. Surely, probably not the best scoreline that I think GoodJob was hoping for, but I mean, at least got something to work with. 7 rounds, not the best, but definitely not the worst as well. So they've got something to work with. The question is, can they actually make it work? In this pistol round, on the second half.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm a little bit hesitant. I mean, we saw their execution on the T side on Train actually just go to nothing because they were not able to hit the shots running through the smokes after they did a really good execution. Lollipop just fluffed all his shots. Might happen again, but you know what? Different map, different game. Let's go into this pistol round.
Let's see if that's going to be the case. Looks like it's going to be a good all rush towards this B bomb site from the, shall I say, GoodJob side. They are going to continue on with this push. Lollipop with a frag, a crucial frag at that. And of course, this hustle getting that frag as well means the bomb will get planted. With the bomb being planted, things are looking up for the Belarusian side. That was a nice crossfire, but still Gaborik not landing a single shot. How on earth were they able to win this one, GoodJob? That looked so solid in comparison to what we saw on the CT side.
You know what I say to those? Clean, crisp, rush B. Who would have thought that GoodJob were good at Russian B, huh? But nonetheless, though, fantastic. 8-8 on the scoreline. Going to be able to pick up the pistol round and potentially even the second round. But there are going to be some CZs and deals to try and contend with the sort of rush into this next round. And we're going to be seeing a lot of, obviously, 2 UMPs, 3 AK-47s. Vista might just get burned alive if he's not careful. Only loses 1 point of HP. But Gaborik, in the meantime, going to get taken down to 15 HP. Box looking to peek up here.
It looks like Box, and I mean, in general, the whole T-side unit is starting to make their way towards long. Makes sense. Try to use the advantage that you have with the AKs, the UMPs. Surely the range is what you have been gifted after winning that round, but now 3 players have been spotted towards long. I'm pretty sure if you're Gaborik, you're already calling for help, but however, help is taking its sweet time, I've got to admit. Lollipop will be getting at least 1 frag out of this one, and he is, after all, the lurking player, so now the player in connector has to be very careful. Does he really want to try and go for this one? But the timing might just be right, but in the end, that is not meant to be. Of course, you still have 3 remaining CT players, and I think, at least that's what I'd be thinking, you should probably even go for the save here. I mean, things are not looking good here for the CT. Surely, Gaborik, 15 points of health. Do you really want to go for this one? I mean, save the armors. Fight for another day.
Definitely. I mean, when you've got 3 of them as well, just go for the save. Fight next round, because they're going to have to eco it anyway. They're still going to get the same amount of money, and they will actually end up with more money because they're saving the armor and a pistol. I mean, in total, that's anywhere from obviously like 1,500 to just below that with the Deagle, or around the same actually, on that amount. So this is actually a really good save for them, with all things considered. They could have rushed in there, got 0 kills, and actually walked away with nothing into the next round, whereas in this one, they may have to go for the eco, but they're going to have these pistols to be able to go in for these impactful plays and just go for the full eco on the other 2 players. But saying that, one has invested in a P250, and even with the nerf, we are actually seeing a lot of people still get the decent kills with it, even if it is the 2-tap, even up close, because people still recognize that it's a fantastic weapon. So quite early on, we're going to see the Molotov go out towards short. This is to stop the CT to actually be able to progress over there. Nonetheless, though, 9-8 in favor of GoodJob.
And the pre-nade is actually a pretty good thing that teams tend to do on their anti-ecos. And actually, Spur, he does get the kill, but he doesn't get a, I think it might have been a rifle in the hands of Box, if I'm correct. Surely not going to be going to pick up that rifle. But take a look at the connector part of the map. Isn't that Dots pushing up all the way through connector? Will he actually make his way up to ladder? That is just the case, but he's hearing footsteps. Oh, he's hearing a lot of footsteps. This gives his team a decent amount of information for them to actually go for the rotate. This is huge. This is huge from Dots.
Yeah, I mean, this is just fantastic gameplay here, and he's actually, Spur here, I think he picked up the UMP from Box. It wasn't an AK. So he's going to be able to use this to his advantage. The smoke is going to be able to dissipate, and he should be able to actually just push through that or back off, which is exactly what he's going to do. Dodd's going to be looking to pincer in behind these guys any moment now. As soon as the smokes are going to land, he's going to be able to go in for the push. Grenade does a little bit of damage. He's waiting to push in. The Spur going to get taken down. The P250 coming up from behind takes down Dodds. In the meantime, we're going to see Lollipop take down one, but that might all be right. Knight going to be able to find another one. 5 bullets left in the mag. He's going to be left in a clutch situation. Finds one. Has to find another 2. Vista, Dodds, AK in the hands of Dodds. Vista going to be left empty-handed with the USP, but he still does a lot of damage, and there we go! Dodds going to be able to take it back 9-9, kills out Lollipop. He says no to Lollipops. He says no to Sugar. Fantastic play coming in from WSA.
WSA?
WSA, what? Fantastic play nonetheless from the Estonians.
Sure thing, and I mean, Dodds, he doesn't really have the most amount of kills on the score, but I mean, come on, the kills he has been getting of great importance. Clutches, entry frags, that play from him, he gathered so much information. He just heard players running towards the B-bombs, and this was pretty much a very simple as that. Didn't even need to get any sort of frag, but when he did, of course, that mattered the most. And now, looks like GoodJob are now going to be changing up the pace quite a bit, already towards toilets, and it has been only 1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock. Surely, they've got them toilets controls long as well. This is quite good. This is quite good here for the T side. However, they have taken control towards the park. They have abandoned control towards the water. So they have to be careful about a flanking player. That's why we're seeing, I think that's actually a Lollipop towards connector itself. So still, the push will commence any moment now. The question is, are the Estonians ready for it?
I don't know. I think this actually might just come through, but Coffee is going to get tagged through the smoke down to 50 HP. So this is going to be put them all at sort of one-tap territory for these M4s. I think that might be the downfall, but Dodd's going to get taken down. It doesn't matter if he's got the AK-47. Gavrik can't go huge because he's dead. Lollipop going massive, takes down 1. There's Hustle as well. Now it's going to be a 2 versus 5. They can't do it. Back away. Run away now. It's too late to be able to try and win that one back. You haven't even got a defuse kit. Save the utility and guns. They may take the advantage, but you just can't win this one out, and the economy is going to be reset back down to the default round loss bonus, and that's really not what you want on this side. And obviously Spur knifing around. He's got that lovely flip knife there. Not flip knife, sorry. It's going to be the butterfly knife. I'll get them right eventually on that front. And you know what? Saving these could be able to be the sort of recompense for them. They know they can win it on these sort of low-cost buys when they actually just force it into these sort of pistols or UMPs. As long as they have the information. I mean, that round where Dodds pushed up through the underground is exactly what GoodJob should have done on the CT side, but they never did it. But when that stuff does happen, you can see why it is so critical for you to get that information as a CTs, because you can rotate your whole force, and when they push in, you have an equal fight chance, rather than a situation where, in most situations, it's going to be down to like 4 Ts versus 2 CTs defending the site, and you don't want that.
Of course, it's very great as well. I mean, he didn't even have to kill anyone at the start there, but now it looks like we are going to be seeing a lot of kills here going in favor, I'm guessing, for the Estonian team, because the Belarusians are still very much blind, but now the bomb site control is still in the form of Estonia, and there we go. That was a very, very quick rush into the bomb site, a very hectic one at that. Only taking down the lonesome, I think it might have been Spurred there, so that's, I don't know, a bit dissatisfying. I'd say for GoodJob, they were definitely in a position to do some more damage, but the thing is, they bought up so much utility and barely used any of it.
Yeah, it's always a big mistake. And I mean, the statistics out there from the pros during multiple majors, I think it was just even one major. By the end of it, on average, there was about $100,000 worth of in-game cash by the end of the major that pros had wasted throughout the game. So you have to sort of keep an eye on that as to not lose out on cash and not being able to buy in future rounds because of this wastage. If you're going to do a rush round, don't buy up all that utility. Nonetheless, though, into round 21 here, guys. Second half of the final here and the final map, and it's going to be round 21. Vista going to be holding over towards Monster. T's potentially going to be going in for that rotation. They have got multiple people down in towards Connector, people backing off from mid, and this could actually just be a bit of a B split here. 2 through in towards short, but they have to open that door, and Bitch is there, ready and waiting for them to try and do this, and otherwise he is going to back off. Maybe a big mistake here.
Yeah, that seems to be a bit of a mistake here, especially the position in which Bitcher was in was actually a pretty decent one at that, and with Lollipop getting that frag onto Spur, you've got to wonder, things are not looking good here for the, I've got to say, WSD side, but Vista, he's in a very good spot himself. If they start pushing here, he should be good at least with the one frag. And that's what I'm hoping for. He should be good for the one. Does get the one, though. Dropping the ball means that WSD Sports have to go for the rotate. It has to be a quick one at that. Pitcher goes for the 180, but it's not successful. Now the bomb, it will be planted. But still, you have this Hustler and Finex, who are still very much in this one. Very much in it indeed. Dots now left in the 1 versus 2. Doable, but it's not going to be easy. No, Finex still wins the duel somehow. 11 points of health will definitely come through here in the end. And well, I've got to say, this third map here is living up to its name.
And Lollipop going nuts. He's got 21 to 13. That's almost getting close to that boundary of 10 kills above anyone else on the CT side, which is just crazy, especially as WSD are still just 1 round behind. That's crazy, the fact that they've actually managed to do this. It just shows off like how many times they've actually gone on for saves, and he's still quite a few rounds and kills above his other teammates. So there's going to be a partial buy coming in from the CT side, looking for these frags, but that's going to be the tower defense going in towards the park, and we all love those tower defense games, and actually going to be proved a little bit useful there. So 2 P250s, 2 USBs going to be left on the CT side, looking a little bit hopeless here, as they might need to go in for the rotation over towards A. I say might, they most definitely do, because it's going to be Spur here with the USB. He has to be careful, because that might be sticking out, not quite. Still, they have to be careful because that might be the early indicator here for the T's as they look to rush over towards long.
And Spur, he might just get a frag. Nope, doesn't look like it as Finex looks at his position. Surely the problem is the A side is abandoned. There are no CTs left. The CTs that are coming into here are getting knocked out. Simple as that. They don't have armor. They've only got those pistols going. Vista pushing for the smoke. Surely he didn't really have much of an option in that sort of scenario. He only had the good old P2000. Of course, Dodds, USB in hand. It would be nice if you could get some sort of rifle going.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty difficult for him to do that, though. But I mean, if he was pushed by Des Hustle or maybe Fnax, maybe, but it doesn't seem like that is going to be the case. And with 26 HP, he can try and push onto side, try and find the frag, but I think he's just dead. There's no way he's going to be able to survive this one. Even picking up the P250, he's going to have to chase after him. He's going to get dropped. Box. Final the final kill. Fantastic play so far. Good job. Taking 2 rounds in the lead. The Belarus team looking to try and charge ahead and take this win for themselves, and they want that trophy. You know, they want that knife, that sweet, lovely looking karambit, and also the cash prize as well, which is also, it's okay, you know, some cash, but I'd rather the trophy, obviously. No, no, both are fantastic, and you know, WASD, keep getting that one wrong there. We're gonna have to do a big defense here, 2 UMPs, 3 M4s. They're gonna be seeing the push.
That's looking dreadful. Vista with 3 kills already towards Monster. This is looking very horrible for the, shall I say, Belarusian side, because the bomb has been dropped. Not only that, you only have 2 players surviving. I don't know. They try to change up the pace, but thing is, whoa, Dot's trying to pick up the AK-47, getting knocked out. Simple as that, but come on. You still have Box and Lollipop. The bomb has been recovered, but the thing is, Spur, he's getting tagged down quite a bit. 16 points of health for him. And actually, now with the bomb being recovered, this makes things that tad bit more tangible here for the Belarusian side.
Yeah, I mean, a 3 versus 2 situation. The T's are going to be progressing up through Monster. Going to be trying to get them, and Spur going to be getting his wiggle on here, readying up his aim as the push is coming in. They might just be going in for the full aggression here, but they haven't spotted one of the players. What's going on? He's just ninja in this at the moment. Gavrek, he hasn't been spotted. He's up behind them now. They might think it's even clear to be able to push on, but no, it's not the information there. He finds one. Is he going to be able to find a second? He is. He's going to be able to clutch it out for his team. even though he wasn't last one left alive. Fantastic play coming in from the Estonian team here on the CT side. Box buys up instantaneously, so they are going to be going into this one. Limited utility on a few of the players, but otherwise actually 2 full players with full utility. No upgraded pistols on one of them, but nonetheless, AWP on Dash Hustle. A little bit of a different player with the AWP this time.
Yeah, looks like we're going to be seeing Das Hustle with the sniper rifle. Haven't really seen much of him with that op in hand, but surely I'm guessing he's feeling that, confident. He's definitely feeling confident on a map like Overpass to go for the op play. Surely it's possible. I mean, the good thing about Overpass, the thing is you have a lot of these long angles, though. Bitcher up close and personal with the M4 will be getting a second frag as well. Even, no, not the third one. Finex will survive with what is regarded as 1 point of health, but surely some of the action has also happened towards Toilets, Lollipop, and Finex. I mean, Finex doesn't have a lot of HP.
Yeah, he's a little bit desperate here. 1 HP hero. Maybe Lollipop going to be peeking in here. He doesn't spot the player over towards the truck here. The smoke goes out. He's going to get out the spray down, but he's going to get taken down. Followed up by Finex, going to take it down. That is the equalizer here, guys. And it's going to be the eco round here for GoodJob as well. Looking a little bit desperate as the money is just building and building on the Estonian team on the CT side. A few pistol drops are going to happen. It's going to be Lollipop picking up the CZ here. Pretty happy with themselves. 2 P250s. Maybe even more. No, that is all she wrote. And it's going to be a flashbang on Box as they enter in the 25th round to see who can take the lead. And as far as we know, this should just be easy peasy for the CT side.
It should be. But you never know. You never know what the pistols in Counter-Strike can actually do now. Gaborik spots out the bush. Has to back away at this point. Of course, he could use some backup, or maybe not. Gaborik, though, there we go. Picks up the 1 frag, but of course, the bomb will be planted. Spur has to wait for his teammates for as long as possible. The bomb will be planted, though. This is pretty much a good scenario already for the Belarusian squad, making it 12-13. And I'm guessing, I don't know if I would be the Belarusian in-game leader. I would probably even call out a pause at this point. Think things through, of course. We've still got rounds to work with. We are going to be having a decent buy coming into this one. Of course, if we are actually able to pick this one up, well, things might be looking a bit better for us. We might actually even equalize the scoreline. Otherwise, if we end up losing this one, things can get dire very fast.
Very fast indeed. So obviously going into this round, it's going to be a lovely buy coming in for GoodJob. They got the bomb down, they got a few kills, and then they're going to be able to carry on progressing through this. And it's going to be the round they're fighting for the equalizer, and they can't lose too many people in this round. If they do, and WASD just have to come in and sort of like trample them next round, they can do that. They've even got AWP on Spur, and he's been fantastic with it in the past. And you know what, Vista, he's a force to be reckoned with on this map. He is going absolutely ham against them, and he's just going to be trying to keep them away. He doesn't want them on the B site. He says, no, you're not welcome here. Knock, knock, not me. Go away. 1 player, though, and it is going to be Finex. He's going to be making a lot of progression. This could be the winning positioning for his team if he fakes it out, and it's not going to happen because Spur takes him down. This could be the beginning of the end here. The T's going to be pushing over towards B here. 1 over towards Toxic Bowels. He might just be able to clutch him out. Vista going to be able to find 1, 2, maybe 3. Not going to happen. Bitcher takes him out, though, quite quickly. Dodds takes down Lollipop. No clutch for him. 12-14 on the leaderboard. GoodJob, 2 rounds behind.
They are, and finally we are seeing the pause, but the pause might be a bit too late, don't you think? What is the game plan now from the terrorist side? Surely, if you want, we can go for a force buy. That's obviously a possibility here for the terrorist side, but they won't be having the best of buys. And I mean, their rushes on the B bomb side, they have probably noticed they're not as successful as well. I don't think they've actually been, okay, maybe once they've actually cracked open the B bombs, and I think it might have been on the very first pistol round, but other than that, those pushes have been very, very bad for the T's. Of course, things are going to get very feisty at this point. 12-14, the pause comes in from GoodJob. The question is, also we're going to be seeing a partial buy from the T side. Of course, this means that they are accepting the fact that if things get to 12-15, they might still have a fighting chance, but of course, that's going to be a do-or-die situation for the next possible 3 rounds. Of course, this round is of great importance, I'd say, for the WASD sports side to actually pick up. But of course, if GoodJob get the upset, this game might as well be turned on its head. Yeah,
and I think one of the difficult things with these pistol buys is the Estonian team actually know how to deal with it. We saw on the CT side for GoodJob that they just weren't able to deal with these pistol sort of rushes and just let them get too close. But look at this, they're keeping them at distance, at arm's length. is exactly what you need to do. Use your utility early on. Don't be afraid to use it against the pistol rounds, because those are important rounds, and they're going to be pushing through here. They might just be able to get close enough, but Gabra going to be going huge. No, it's going to be Theshol who takes him down. Dodds misses his shots, go full whiff mode, makes their way onto the side, but Vista's here, and he's dirty. He's taking frag after frag, 3 after another, 4th coming out. He's looking to pick up another one. He wants to take his team all the way to the 15th round, but there we go. Spur finishes off for next with 1 shot to the head, and that's going to be the 15th round on the board for WASD. Fantastic play. They know how to deal with these eco rounds. They're not scared of them.
I was scared. Honestly, that looked very scary. I mean, at the first star, at the get-go, WASD Sports, they pretty much, you know, the 2 defenders, they get taken down by pistols. Surely Vista, what a hero play from him, but, you know, if I would be the WASD Sports side, I would definitely be scary. Surely, it's nice that we pick up the round, but it was scary, to say the least.
Most definitely as well. So, obviously, this could be the final round of the whole tournament, guys. Round 28, we're going into this 12-15. Estonian team looking to try and finish this out, but you know what? The Russians are here, and they want to win this out. The guys from Belarus, good job. 12 rounds on the board. They have a full buy. That last partial buy last round enabled them to be able to do this, but it's currently 1-1 in this series, looking like it could easily go in the favor of the Estonians, but you never know. They've slowed down the rounds, and when things like this happen, it could go either way.
It can definitely go either way. This Hustle, he's got that AWP yet again in his hands. The big green gun can be of great power in the hands of a special individual, and now it's in the hands of this Hustle, so I'm guessing he's the one trying to get some sort of frag going for his team, of course. That is towards the long portion of the map. Looks like the push will commence to this A-bomb. So let's see, Dodds will try to fend off the flash. It's great. The flash is very great. Good for 1 frag, though. We'll be getting the second one of that. This Hustle gets taken down. Box and Coffee. Box now. This is the last man standing. Match and map point. Best of 3 series. Grand final series. Good job. Are going to get knocked out by the looks of it. Box still fighting, but the question is for how long Box can continue on with the fight. 26 seconds. It's a 1 versus 2. Of course, he will try to plant the bomb, but the question is, will he try to go for this one? 17 points of health. This is looking good for the Estonian side. Fox pulling out the bomb, and that is it. That is it. WASD Sports are your GameOn 2017 champions. They win the grand final. They win the tournament. They win the Karambit as well.
I'm gonna have to go steal it off them. Congratulations, guys. Fantastic gameplay from both teams. Both of you should be happy. Both of you are winners here, but the best winner here is obviously WASD, who walk away home with the giant check and the giant trophy as well, with the real knife on it. Fantastic plays from all around. The highlight reels are going to be brilliant for them to be able to use. You can definitely say these teams are probably the best within their regions from what we have seen today. It has a massive GG, well played, and I can't believe it's another game on. Another year, another game on.
True. 3rd one. And still not a Lithuanian team hasn't been able to get that title. That's a bit...
Yeah, we need some more players to enter the arena, guys. So if you're interested in CSGO, make sure to check it out, get in the training routine, and really get underway with it as we go through into the actual ceremony. Will be now to hand people the checks.
Get that Skrilla. Of course, and
we're going to be passing over now to the guys on the stage.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and finally we do have a winner of a GameOn III Cup. But first of all, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause to the guys who put up a great fight. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 2nd place winners, Good Game from Belarus. Come on over, guys. Go, guys, just some cash for the after party. Good game. Come on, make some noise for Good Game. They really did put up a really good game. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much. And right before we present this trophy to the winners and the champions, I would like to one more time thank our great friends and sponsors, and that's Inida, LG, Telia, Topo Centras, Nord Current, and Xiaomi, and of course for our friends Technorama, Skytech, Telesoftas, Logitech G, and the rest of our friends who made this competition possible. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the champions of GameOn 2017 Counter-Strike Go Cup. Please welcome from Estonia, WASD, ladies and gentlemen, the champions! Ladies, the cup is yours. Raise it high, ladies. The champions! Take a bow, gentlemen. You put up a fantastic game. You deserve. Everybody make some noise!